Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel once again. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much. And if you are a returning subscriber, of course, you are still welcome. Well, my name is Onyeka. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am a Nigerian YouTuber. I live in London, Ontario in Canada. I basically share videos about my lifestyle experiences here for you guys. And I also share immigration tips and nursing related tips right now. So please be sure to check out my previous content, as I'm sure that you'll find something definitely worth interesting and you might just decide to stick around. So did somebody say sticking around? Yeah, of course. So please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and when you do subscribe, please turn on the bell notification button so that you can get notified whenever I post a video and you will not miss any of my content at all. So yeah, let's subscribe guys, keep subscribing, smash that subscribe button, okay? Turns out 80% of people watching my videos aren't subscribed, so guys, subscribe, okay? Please help a sister out, help a sister. So in today's video, it was a little highly requested because a lot of people have been asking me in different different comment sections of different videos why I became a nurse instead of a pharmacist. For background knowledge, I'm a Nigerian trained pharmacist. So I was like, well, not everyone is going to be able to see this comment, so why not just put it into a video for a broader reach? So here I am about to film this video. So if you're interested in knowing more about this topic, then keep watching. So guys, a couple of you already know this reason, but for the vast majority of people who are unaware, I am a Nigerian trained pharmacist, but right now I'm a Canadian trained nurse. So I'm going to give a brief background story just so you can have the full picture, like always, because again, I always have new viewers every now and then. So I had my first bachelor's program in Nigeria. I graduated in 2015 with a degree of bachelor's in pharmacy. Afterwards, I did my internship in 2016, and then I went on to do my NYSC, which is the National Youth Service Corps. If you're not Nigerian, it's basically where we have to serve our country. And then afterwards, I came to Canada for my master's. By the way, I have a master's in public health, so stay with me. I'm building the story. Yeah, so I did my master's from 2018 to 2019. Afterwards, I just worked randomly, and then one thing led to the other. I went to school to become a nurse. So here we are. I'm going to be talking about what led to that reason and why we are where we are today. So sometime in 2019, like when I was finishing up my public health program, so I was like, okay, what next? The most logical thing at that time was like, okay, try to get a job in the public health field or become a Canadian pharmacist. So after my master's in the summer of 2019, I was like, okay, time to get like a job. But I found that it was not easy to get the public health job that I was looking for. And I found that when I was job hunting, most of these jobs, these public health jobs, wanted the applicant to have like a professional degree attached to their something, like pharmacy, nursing, medicine, stuff like that. And then I was like, okay. But I was still applying for these jobs, and for some reason I wasn't getting the exact jobs that I wanted. Again, I didn't have that much experience, so it was understandable. I need to be sure that this video is recording. Okay, yes. So it was quite understandable. And then I was like, okay, what would it take for me to become a licensed pharmacist in Canada? And I looked up the process and I was like, bruh. And mind you, at that time, even right now, I'm still not with people. At that time, I was alone. I was sort of isolated. I only knew about 2 people who had gone through that process, and I was a little scared, I wouldn't lie. So I looked up the process. I knew that I had to register with the Pharmacy Examining Board of Canada, which was not a problem for me. I had to take like the MCQ exam. I knew there were like 2 or 3 exams I had to take. The first one was like an MCQ. The second one was like an OSCE. And again, I knew of a friend that was studying for this exam. Like I was with her occasionally, and I saw how hard it was for her studying, because she even had someone that was close to her who could coach her through this process, and we didn't live like in the same province or anything. So her husband was coaching her through this process because he went through the process. So I was like, okay, at least she had some sort of guidance. But for me, I was like, I don't have anything, no. And I really didn't want to jump into something that I didn't know how deep it was. So anyways, so this first exam was like the MCQ. You had to study like basic chemistry, basic anatomy, and all of that. Then the second one, I had to do the OSCE, and I was like, what was this? And I know there's also a process of you doing like the internship all over again, like 6 months or so. I could be wrong, I'm not really sure, but yeah, I had like background knowledge about it. Then I also had another pharmacy friend reach out to me from Nigeria. No, she was in the US at that time. She reached out to me and she was like, oh, she wants to do this process, and there's this school she wants to enroll in that will help her coach her for the program, and it cost something about $15,000. And I'm like, that's a lot of money. And mind you, at that time I wasn't making that much money because I just started working somewhere and I wasn't making as much. I was like, okay, how am I going to afford that? So that was on the side. And then the idea of nursing popped into my head when I was talking to a friend, a nursing friend of mine. I was like, I wish I could just become a nurse like you without having to go through this whole pharmacy exam process and all of that. And something I just remembered was that I know in Ontario, I could be wrong again, but I feel like I read this somewhere. You can only take the pharmacy exam 3 times, something like that. And if you fail, you can't ever practice as a pharmacist in Ontario. And I was like, so all of these things scared me, like basically not having enough information and not having enough confidence to even do the exam. Back to what I was saying with my friend. So I told her I wish I could become a nurse like her. And then she was like, oh yeah, there are like some accelerated programs that you can do and you can become a nurse in like 2 years or less. So right there and there in the car, I looked it up and I saw that the school that I did my master's in was offering such programs, and for 19 months, which was even less than 2 years. And I was like, okay, not bad. And at least I've attended the school, so I don't need to learn an entire new process all over again. I was like, okay, let me look up the prerequisites and apply. So I looked up all the prerequisites for the nursing program and it was pretty easy. For some reason, I had everything check. Like I didn't have to like take some extra courses. Having a background in pharmacy also helped me qualify for this program, and also having my master's also helped me qualify for this program. So it was easy for me to put in an application. But when I put in an application, I was like, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to pursue nursing, or I was just, I don't know. I was unsure initially, so I applied to just one school. I was like, if it works, then it was meant to be. If it doesn't work, then I'll just figure out a way to get my pharmacy license by hook or by crook. I didn't care how. So I applied to just one school. As you know how it turned out, I'm a nurse today, so eventually it worked. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's God's way of saying, yeah, just go for it. And I didn't mind pursuing a career in nursing because I felt like it was in the same field as pharmacy. Like it shouldn't be different. Like the body of knowledge is quite different, yes, but it's still within the same field. But so just picture like an organogram. There's healthcare at the beginning and it's branching off into different professions. So there's nursing, there's pharmacy. I was like, yes, at the end of the day, it's the patients that we are serving, but from different parts of the diagram. I don't know if you get it. So I was like, yeah, it's not too different. And in terms of salary, it's also not too different. I know pharmacists earn quite a lot of money, and nurses as well, depending on the branch of nursing that you are. You can still earn quite a lot of money as well. So I was like, okay, it's not too bad. Like the disparities wasn't too much. I was like, okay, I was willing to give it a shot. So it wasn't anything oh, pharmacists, they don't pay them well, or pharmacy is this one, that made me choose a career. It was just a me thing. Like if you are in a similar situation, it's okay if you want to pursue the pharmacy career. And again, never say never. Who knows, next year, next 2 years, in a couple of years, I may just decide to take on the pharmacy exam to get that license if I want. Like I don't know tomorrow, so never say never. And maybe if I have more insight into this profession, I may just do it. And again, one thing I forgot to mention was that I feel like I'm talking a lot, but something I forgot to mention was that so I weighed the cost option. I was like, okay, if I was supposed to do the program that my friend was talking about, like it was going to cost about 14 or 15. Sorry, I just found a puzzle piece because I'm playing puzzles on my table. So I was like, so I weighed the cost options. I was like, okay, even if I was supposed to do the tutorial program that my friend was talking about versus the nursing program, what was it going to be? I was like, the nursing program costs 14,000 Canadian dollars, which was about the same amount the tutorial program. I mean, I could have still done the conversion process without that tutorial program, maybe like studied on my own, but again, I wasn't confident in all of these things. I felt so lost in it. And then the issue of time, I was like, okay, I considered time. How long would it take me to get my pharmacy license? And am I able to get that license within a certain time frame? And everyone that I knew that did this program or did this conversion process, they weren't working at all. And I was like, how am I going to survive? Because these people that I know that did this and it stressed them like this, they were not working. How am I able to combine work and this thing? Because I needed to earn a living. I needed to survive on my own. Yeah, so I considered that as well. And I considered time in the sense that how long was it going to take me to get the license versus how long was it going to take me to get a nursing degree. And the process is typically going to take about 2 to 3 years depending on how fast you take the exams and how fast you study, whereas the nursing was going to take 19 months, which was less than 2 years. So I was like, what the hell? So it was just easier to go the nursing route. So that's where I came from. It was for convenience, and I'm loving it right now. Like, I have no regrets. Like I said again, if I still wanted to become a pharmacist, I could still do that. If I still wanted to work in public health, which is what I'm kind of gearing towards, I can do that. So I feel like one thing I also thought about was that, okay, nursing and public health, they go very well together. They go very well hand in hand, and that's not a bad option at all. So that was another reason that really encouraged me to take the nursing career. Again, it wasn't a bad decision like, oh, pharmacy is terrible in Canada, I don't want to become a pharmacist. No, it wasn't that serious. It was just a personal thing. Like, I weighed so many options in my life for me to end up with that decision. Yeah, so that's just the reason. That's just long and short of it. It's not rocket science. That's it. Yes. So I hope this video is straight to the point. I hit the nail on the head. And yeah, I'm gonna end this video here today. Please do not forget to like this video, share this video, and I hope this puts to rest the numerous questions about why I switched careers. Okay, anyway, so like, share, and subscribe. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, I keep saying, I'm going to keep reiterating it for you guys to like, share, and subscribe. I'm sure you're tired of me by now and I'm out of breath. I'll see you guys later. Bye.